Now, this was the first phase when we did the awareness there. Now, in the next phase, that would lead to the conservation of the species is, first of all, we would need to know what are the population, what is the size of the population of the coast of Gujarat, what is the size of the fish, whether we have mature males, mature females, whether they are adults, whether they are juveniles. So a lot of science would be required. First of all, we also need to understand why do they come to the coast of Gujarat. Now, there are some indications by the research carried out by ISRO which shows a large amount of food pulses here off the coast of Gujarat, making it a very rich habitat ground for the whale sharks to be attracted towards the coast of Gujarat. And that is one of the indicators. But that may not be the only reason why they come here. So, in an effort to conserve the whale shark, we will need to study the whale shark and the habitat, and we plan to have a study of the habitat by sampling the waters. Then we have, a photo ID program where we would be identifying every individual by the spots on the whale shark, which will go into the international library for comparison. And there is also a plan to satellite tag these whale sharks to find out the migratory routes as to where do they go from Gujarat, are there resident populations out here, and finally we hope that we should have a feasibility on the whale shark tourism, because it is the tourism that is really going to save the whale shark, because internationally also there is a huge tourism going around the world. One of the best practices of tourism worldwide is being practiced in Australia, and it's a huge multi-million-dollar industry out there. So to help take this project forward, we have a scientific advisory council consisting of national and international experts. The international experts who have been doing research on the whale sharks for the last 10 to 15 years have joined the advisory council, and we have national experts also there as part of the team to advise us on this project. So based on their advice, we and the governing council, we will be carrying out all these scientific work that I have just mentioned. And to better once we understand the species a little better, we will be in a position to put a management plan in place, and hopefully a viable tourism model should be there in place. So this will change the use of the whale shark. Previously, the whale shark was only being hunted here for the limited numbers for the liver oil to waterproof the traditional boats, which of course now since the ban in 2001, the fishermen have shifted to other alternatives. But we have this marine tourism potential out here, and we hope that this whale shark for the marine tourism will become a flagship species. And that's the way we would like to try and ensure the long-term survival of the species. So when a species is valuable in terms of tourism and in terms of revenues, which would lead to an automatic protection for the species.